How you guys doing today? Are you willing to sacrifice your potential retirement income at the cost of local control? I don't think so. But it's amazing how many people absolutely refuse to get out of their local community when they're investing. Now, I was in my local community as a licensee since 1969, when I turned 18. Finally, when I did my annual Labor Day weekend study of the numbers of my economic county, San Diego, and I discovered that we were about to go to hell in a handbasket, pardon the expression. It took me, by the way, until May of 2003 to get the guts to do it, but I did it, and everybody said I was an idiot. All my friends, they were still my friends, most of them, but they said, Jeff, you're losing it. I have never called them except one, because I had to call him, and asked, do you still think that? Because they all stopped calling me because they went away. Now, my whole experience with local is that once you decide that the numbers don't make sense, you have to come to grips with it and make it your own reality, because it's real for the rest of the world, no matter what you're going to think, how you're going to paint it, how you might want to shade it. It's not going to change. Now, I went in this order out of California, again starting in May of 2003, to Arizona, killed it, Idaho, slaughtered it, got recruited to Texas. I'd always had a fence around Texas for various reasons, mostly because many of my investor broker friends had gone to Texas and come back, no exceptions. All of them came back with their tail between their legs and less money to invest. But this guy convinced me Texas was it, and to make a long story short, he was a builder, and we've been together since 2007 and killed it. The original prices have way more than doubled since I started with my clients there. Then I met a partner. I've never had a partner in my history, but he turned out to be a godsend from one of my other clients. He was in southern Utah. I had never looked seriously at Utah but once, and he told me to do it again, and it told me he was right about Utah. We killed it. Bottom line is, local doesn't make it. If it does, it's only because you're lucky. And I was lucky for a long time, and then I wasn't. And to give you an idea, in Arizona, I'll be specific, they still hold the all-time record for home appreciation in Phoenix. In 2005, those homes went up 48%. I did not make that number up. 48% in 1 year. Idaho, we were consistently buying properties investment-wise, 1 to 4 units, for $200,000 to $400,000. They're now going for a minimum of $650,000 to $1.2 million. We had to leave Idaho. We couldn't do it anymore because it became San Diego, just as Phoenix became San Diego. Fast forward to Utah. Utah, we were selling the day-to-day rental properties for anywhere from $250,000 to $300,000 up to $1 million. And that was to start. I'm not making that up. And now we can't do it anymore there because they're selling for way more than that. And so my point is, don't fall in love with the location of your properties simply because it's local. I now want to give you just one example of a San Diego person I convinced to move to Texas. When I say I convinced, I make it sound simple. It took months, and I've known this guy for over a decade once we started convincing him to move to Texas. Because bottom line, Texas was such a growth market. They reminded me of San Diego in the early 70s. You know that right now, rent on a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,250 square foot 3-bedroom with a state-of-the-art kitchen, place to wash your clothes, and a 2-car garage that can park 2 Ford F-350 trucks is now just going over $2,000 a month. In San Diego, if you know the owner, that will get your college-age daughter wanting to go to San Diego State enough to pay for one apartment, 1 bedroom, no garage, place to park her car. That's it. I tell that to people in San Diego and they just shake their heads. But the comes down to is that he finally said, okay, we traded to some gorgeous duplexes that were brand new. His duplex, by the way, was over 40 years old. He got a bunch of fourplexes, and his income for retirement by the time he got there was not 21.6, which was his when he started. It was $90,000. And just to make sure you understand the gravity of that number, that's 450% increase. So was it worth it? Yeah, it was worth it. And if you think it's worth it to you to find out what's possible in your case, because I don't tell everybody the same thing, not even close. Probably 30% of my clients, I have literally told them, I will not help you buy real estate, but there's other things to do. So if you think that's something for you, some kind of advice you've maybe never heard of, give me a call. Let's see what's up for you. Catch you later.